So, good evening. Good evening. I hope everyone's well. We're back again, and episode 23, Madridista Podcast. Everything's back, and for once, we're actually here, and we're quite happy because we've just seen a win. And it wasn't just any win, it was a unbelievable performance, shall I say. And yeah, I'm back from my little break on my break. It was just one day and all that. Big up Christian, big up Adam, and big up to Abdul every single time. Big up everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. Salvi, what was saying, mate? All good?
All good. Big ups first and foremost to Vinicius Jr. for making my week so much better. Shout out to Franco Mastantuano, yet again showing impact is important. I feel great as a Madridista. Spoke about it on another pod yesterday,
Oh yeah, you're
and
Argentinian boy. I remember.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I have his jersey. I've been a Team Franco guy from day one, and we'll support him in his endeavors at Madrid. But man, I feel great. 6-1 win. I know it's Monaco.
Yeah, which is why I'm keeping it low, but we'll get into that.
Sam, the word of the week. Uh, it's sensations. I think it's important at Madrid for coaches to understand that before you try to get folks to buy into tactical instructions, you need to create a good atmosphere that starts with trust. And if the players don't trust you, then they're not going to trust your tactics. And Arbeloa, we criticized his initial press conferences, but we
Yeah,
have to give him some credit. It's an unorthodox method of getting buy-in of a player like Vinicius Jr., but it seems to have started to click, and we're seeing a team. Sam, we got to talk about it. We've been asking for a team to be playing as a collective, passing to each other, and what Arbeloa has instilled. I liked what I watched for the first time in a long time. I liked what I saw, Sam. I have nothing to I mean, we're gonna get into it, but at a high level, and let's keep it as simple as possible. I feel great as a Madridista. After watching that game yesterday, it was worth my money to pay for Paramount Plus here in the United States. Turn on the Champions League. I've been dreading it all year, turning on a Champions League game, Sam. It's been like, here we go. And finally, I'm happy for once after watching a Champions League game and saying, that is my Madrid. You remember that press conference we got back in June saying,
Alonso. Yeah, yeah,
well, we finally got it. Unfortunately, he's not here, but we finally got a Madrid that gives us some hope, right? Gives us some hope
mm-hmm,
to come on here
mm-hmm.
and actually talk about the team and hopefully talk about how we can improve upon this performance.
Yeah. No, 100. Bro, let's be real. It's in the Oi, King. Big up for that, bro. Big up for the 5 gator membership. Honestly, King. You might be one of the biggest legendary viewers in YouTube history. I mean it. Like honestly, King, you're bro, what a guy, man. What a guy. Big up to you, King. Big up every single one who's watching, man. Unbelievable. Big up Said as well, hope you all, brother. Um and let's be real, Savi. And listen, anyone who got the membership, make sure you say thank you to him. Make sure you say thank you to King as well. Real one. W's in the chat for
Thank
King.
you, King. Thank you.
Come on. Hey, by the way, let me make this clear, all right? Because I ain't gonna sit here and mess about with this thing twice. All right? Hold up. Where is this thing? Where is it? Here it is. Make sure you sub to Savi's podcast. Yeah? Make sure you sub to his podcast right there. Who's the main host there?
Yep.
Make sure you sub to him. Come on. Big up to you, amigo. Yeah, salam alaikum, Zia. Salam alaikum. And
Absolutely.
yeah, come on. Make sure you, man, sub to this
A-
guy. Yeah,
and
it's
for
my.
those that and just real quick, I'll shamelessly plug it in. Real Deal Pod. Please go like and subscribe over there as well.
I've pinned it. I've pinned it in the comment. I've pinned it in the comment section for you now.
Thank you, Sam.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, come on. You already subbed. Come on, big up. Make sure. Come on, get that to 5K quickly. Come on. Get that to 5K quickly. Come on. Yeah, this guy's one of my best friends as well. So make sure you go and show him some love as well. Sorry, let's get into it, bro. 6-1 win. I knew you were gonna mention Vinny as soon as we came in because he had a unbelievable performance. Fair play. As much as
You know
I
you're
want
gonna
him.
get reminded every time he has a good game by me, so I'm gonna
Oh, and guess what?
reinforce
Every
it.
time he has a shit game, you're gonna get reminded of me as well. So yeah, look,
Hey,
as much.
hey, you've had a long run, so guess what? Comeback season, here we go.
Yeah, well, guess what? You and Damien were throwing down the Vinny stuff down my throat for God knows how long, innit? Yeah. So then my man decided to screw you man over sometime. Nah, but real talk. Um, here's the thing. I give credit where credit is due. He was unbelievable. I'd say the whole team. The only thing again, which I'm just gonna get the negatives out this quickly, and then we're going into the positives as well. What we can take from this, because let's be real with it. Um, let's be real with it, mate. Something happened that we need to talk about. Like
Yeah, what's that?
the one thing I will say, all right, that was not okay. We need to seriously work on this. Is bro? We were still leaking quite a lot of chances still. That was something that and sorry, I'm not even gonna lie, bro. It screams of reinforcements in the defense and even in the midfield, bro. It screams of reinforcements
Sam, I'm
because
gonna stop you right there. I'm gonna stop you right there. Zen, think about this.
Mhm,
We started Dean Hoyson, who hasn't exactly looked good for a couple months, and Raul Asensio,
yeah,
and won 6-1 without Militao, who's coming back at some point later on this season. And if we get through these games and keep qualifying, guess what? That means Militao will be back for a
mm,
crucial game. That improves our defense. We know that.
yeah,
We know Militao improves our defense. Even if we only have him for 5 games, those 5 games are in April, and that's a
yeah.
UCL
But
semi, guess what?
I
I
would
feel a
like
lot better about our defense. The
no,
second thing
I hear you, but he
the
needs to be
second
more
thing
reliable.
hold on, I'm not done. The second
Go
thing,
on, man. Go on, man.
Trent Alexander is gonna be back in defense, which helps reinforce things. Carreras potentially at left back. And then who knows who's going to be the partner at center back? It might be Dean. It might be Rudiger. That sounds like a better problem than we had yesterday. It might be Asensio. We don't know, but I like
Hmm.
that we can actually pick from a list versus we only have 4 or 5 on the list, so you don't have any options, right? We're playing midfielders in the back line. We're
Hmm.
playing Arda and Jude in the midfield. Everyone said that couldn't work, right? Everyone said you can't play Arda and Jude. Hey, Sam, aren't you caught on 4K saying it doesn't work in the midfield? And the last thing,
Yeah, it
Vinny and
don't.
Vinny and Mbappe don't work as well, right? They don't work. So Jude and Arda don't work, and Vinny and Mbappe don't work. But somehow, some way, in the Champions League, this isn't La Liga, this isn't the Copa del Rey, this isn't the Spanish Super Cup, right? All fraudulent, a competition you don't even need a passport for. The competition that matters, we just got a decisive victory, Sam. When was the last time we won 6-1 in the Champions League? Please.
How many of those results have he had? May I ask?
How long has Arbeloa been our coach?
Oh, so you wait. So
It's
you're
a new
saying
era.
wait, were you the same guy that told me that everything was not Xabi Alonso's fault? Wasn't that what you said?
I agree, but did we not just get a 6-1 win? Did Chabi ever get a 6-1 win?
No, but I'm asking you one
Well,
simple
I'm
thing now.
asking you, is it not a new era?
Well, because of a new managerial change.
Yes.
No, I'm gonna wait till the end of the season till we start seeing new era, bro. No, because this is what you people do. One win against a Monaco team who had lost what was it, 4 games on a spin coming into this game. Fair enough, we slapped them up. Big up.
Sam, 6-1. When was the last time you saw one-touch football at Real Madrid counterattacking? Okay, so Sam, everything we've been asking for, we wanted
Yeah.
use your tools, right? You have Vinny and Mbappe, they're fast. Play them in
Hmm.
transition. What did that lead to? Smash. Okay, you wanted a midfield. Now, granted, we didn't control things, but this is the
No,
one
no,
thing
no.
you're going to have to accept moving forward. Not controlling things is how we're going to win shit, Sam. And I hate to excuse my French, but that's how we're going to win.
Can I just make something
And
clear to you?
this is the key. Remember the guy who attended the game yesterday, who was there in the flesh himself,
Oh, here we go again. We
Carlo
can call it.
Ancelotti.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm not the biggest Ancelotti fan. However, there was an important balance that he always got right in the years that we won our Champions League. And
Yep.
that is what I like to call rope-a-dope football, which is you give the opponent the illusion that they have control of the game. They're passing the ball around. They're creating more shots than you. Yes, Tebow's making an uncomfortable amount of saves, but guess what? You also have to remember that Tebow's capable of making that many saves, and he's proven it every single year. And what you do is you catch them in transition like we did to Monaco. They pushed up because they felt like they could continue to score goals, but the unfortunate part was they couldn't score those goals. And that is what I mean by the rope-a-dope football. Now, again, you bring in better players in our back line to reinforce it. I think it'll look a little bit better. Yes, we're going to continue to give up chances, but the
Yeah,
idea
but it
is
always does that, to be fair.
you want them to bring up their midfield and push their line higher. Why? Because you want Mbappe and Vinny against that back line with Arda playing through balls, which is exactly what we saw yesterday.
Can I ask
You
you the
want a
simple
Franco
question?
Mastantuano. You saw the fluidity between Franco
I did.
and Fede on the right-hand side,
I
right?
did. Yeah,
Fede
I
would
did.
push up higher than Franco quite often. That work
Mhm.
rate.
Mhm.
You see Arda playing key passes through the middle. You see Jude's work rate covering for Mbappe. You see Vinny. I mean, when was the last time you saw Vinny that involved in the collective play? Trivella pass for a goal, right? Then
Can
the
I ask?
decision. Here's the key decision, right? I'll end it here.
No, no, no. Go on.
When
It's
he
fine.
made the pass to Franco for the goal, when was the last time Vinny made that right decision when he needed to? In that critical moment when he could have made 3 different decisions, right? He could have shot the ball, he could have passed it back, and instead, he made the right decision to Franco. And look where we're at, right? This is what we're talking about under a new manager so far. I know we lost last week's game, but at the end of the day, the other coach got fired a day and a half before that. What did we realistically expect? I think
Yeah, but
now we're
that's not an
finally
excuse.
starting to
Yeah, but
see
but
some of
that's
the
not an ex
impact.
yeah, but that's not an excuse losing to that crap team that we lost to. Let's be real.
No one's
No, I
making
don't.
excuses for it. No one's making any excuses for it. But
And
we're
let's
out
be
of that
real.
competition. So what are we gonna do about it, Sam?
No, no, no. But
And
I'm telling you, no. But you need to understand this as well. I'm gonna read the super chats in a bit. Let me
oh,
just read.
I understand the point of consistency, but my point isn't consistency. I'm not talking about winning a
Most
Champions League
teams,
right
by the
now.
way, most teams won't play like Monaco. By the way, I'm just saying.
In the Champions League, I think a majority of the teams are gonna push high and try to attack us.
If I ask you, do you feel that midfield will work against an Arsenal or a PhD or a
But now
Bayern?
you're asking about the outliers.
Well, if you want to win the UC, you have to beat
I
these
didn't say we're
outliers.
winning the Champions League. All I said, it's a new feeling, it's a new vibe. I never said anything about winning the UCL.
Well, after one game, Savi.
When was the last time you watched this group of players that we called spoiled, entitled, don't try hard? Everything we said about these players, what did
Yeah,
you watch them do yesterday? How
yeah,
did they react to the booing?
yeah, yeah. I know everything that I begged for. They did. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, fair play.
So
I'm
how can I
just
come in here and so we have to be like the Bernabeu. The
no, no,
Bernabeu,
no.
they
I'm
booed
not.
them.
No, no, no.
They
I'm not.
the
I'm not saying.
Bernabeu booed them,
I'm
right?
not. No, no,
They
no. I'm
gave
not
them
saying
what they needed.
disrespect
They
them.
sent the message. Then what happened yesterday? You didn't hear the same boos. Why? Because it's time to turn the page. Let's give them a
Well,
chance
yeah.
to
Well, they
back compete.
performed. Yeah, but if you perform, then you're gonna get applause, of course. But that's how it works, isn't it? But again, I'm not gonna sit and say, "Wow, we're back, we're back, we're back." No, 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 no.
No one's out
One,
here saying we're back. All I said is the vibe has changed. How can you not think that the vibe has changed?
because I think one game is not
No one
enough to
said
say
we're
the vibe.
back. All I said is we were barely breathing air a week and a half ago, right? Because the pressure in that locker room was too intense. And
Yeah,
we
the
all knew
pressure is
that.
still there, by the way. The
And
pressure
and
is still there. I'm
and
just
we
letting you
know
know.
that the first thing Arbeloa had to do. I don't agree with his method, by the way, especially his quotes. I don't love them. I don't love the quotes.
Oh, him and Alonso in press conferences, mate. Sorry, switch off.
Well, it's a completely different vibe because Arbeloa is shielding the locker room, shielding the club,
Yeah, I know.
um, almost almost to the extreme degree. which I don't agree with. It's unorthodox in my opinion, at least that's how I view it. However,
Correct.
if that's what it takes to get the best out of Vinny, Mbappe, and Jude, and performing at their best, guess what, Sam? There's not many teams that can beat those 3 guys performing at their best. I'm sorry, that's too much talent. It's
Cool.
just too
Now
much
keep
talent.
that up consistently, and I'll tell you the vibe has changed.
Well, I
Like,
agree, that's the challenge moving forward is, like, can you keep this up, and can you do this when it matters? And I just looked forward in the calendar. I believe we're only gonna be playing 1 game a week in February for 4 weeks, so that's a
correct.
good amount of rest for these
I
guys.
I hopefully we get everyone back as well. I King, bless up, brother, for the donation. Madrid fans are too optimistic. Need Villarreal to deliver the reality check this weekend. I need to enjoy after my loss. Bless up, Sam and friend. I bless up to you, mate. And I love Villarreal. Yeah, we'll get into that because
Yeah, we'll get into that at the end, don't worry.
yeah, because there's gonna be a difference. And oh yeah,
Right,
this one's for
that's
you.
a different conversation. Again, that's a different conversation. What I'm talking about is
This one's for you. Bless up again for another donation, King. New era, you know.
that's right. That's right. New era. No more Xavi. Xavi out. And guess what? I was a Xavi defender till the end. I defended him on this podcast many times. But we have to understand he couldn't manage the locker room, and that's what got him fired. And we have to move on.
And
It's a new manager now.
maybe there's too many egos in there. Maybe.
Maybe or maybe not. Or maybe you just needed a different guy at the helm, applying some of that more Carlo approach. And that's the one thing I have to give Arbeloa credit for. He seems to have at least done his homework on these players more than Xavi did. And you could talk
Mhm.
about who's a better tactical manager and who could get the most out of a different set of players, right? You can argue who would have done better at Leverkusen, Xavi or Arbeloa. Fine, give it to Xavi. But what's clear as day is that whatever research Xavi did on these players, he asked the wrong AI because he didn't get it right. All the buttons he pressed were the wrong ones. He pressed all the wrong buttons with the players. And yeah, he
Mhm.
was getting results, but you have the most expensive roster in the world right now. This is the highest valued roster in the world. Yeah, you should be
Yeah.
getting results. It's the most quality that exists. And you could argue we don't have certain profiles here and there. Fine. Okay. Fair argument. But that doesn't mean you can't get results. This is this is Real Madrid, and this roster is worth over $1 billion. Like, go and figure out how to get the best out of these players. And unfortunately, Xavi couldn't do it. And Arbeloa got a 6-1 result in the Champions League. And we'll see what builds from here. I'm not listen, I know Monaco isn't the best team in the world. I
Yeah.
understand that. I'm not
Yeah.
saying we're gonna go win the Champions League tomorrow or that La Liga's wrapped in the bag. But what I'm
No, of course.
saying is look at the conversation we're having post game about how we won 6-1, how we want to, let in less chances. We're not talking about how no one can finish. Because remember, that's been the conversation all year. If Mbappe doesn't score, Madrid doesn't get goals. And guess what? We just banged 6. So that kind of like shut some of the haters up. And I think some of the players were trying to send the message.
Well, it shuts them off for at least that day. The only question is, like we said, can we do it moving forward? Because um, during that game, pretty much everything worked. 1, 2 quick passes, um, good movement, good creativity, clinical finishes. I can't lie. I haven't said that for a while, but that is known for being a Real Madrid.
Impact
And
from his substitutions.
yeah, good subs. Like I said, if these players can keep, you know what? If they can actually do this now consistently, bro, then we can win this league. Like I said, we're only 1 point behind.
Well, and Sam, the last piece that I'll add to it with Arbeloa before we get into that is he's played 6 Castilla players already, which is what you wanted to see, right? Is that not what you wanted to see, Sam? Play the
Yeah, yeah,
Castilla
it
players.
was. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He's
That's correct.
already
I want to
played,
see. I want to see more Spanish players. Yeah.
and this is I mean, Paul Fortney's in there. We were gonna talk about the guy 3 weeks ago,
Wait, who?
right?
Who?
Paul Fortney from the Castilla. He was on yesterday.
Oh, powerful. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, I remember now. Jesus.
So
Yeah.
so again, he hasn't even brought in Thiago Pitach. He hasn't brought in Joan, but he's brought
Where
in
is
other
Tiago? Where
players.
is Tiago? Where is Thiago, by the way? Where the hell is
Trust in
he?
the process, Sam. Trust in it. Arbeloa was down there firsthand. He was the Castilla coach. So he clearly knows something that we don't in terms of, and I'm not talking about the quality of the player. He just knows
Mhm.
where these players are from a development standpoint at 19, 20 years old. You get me? Maybe Thiago doesn't have, and this is kind of what I've heard is just the physicality he doesn't have yet.
If you don't have it, then let him bulk up in it because like I said, the last thing we need is a player coming who's not physically ready when we actually need that. Because um, how do I say this right? Because I think what is it next season? Nico's back, Chema's back, Jacobo. I've heard it's the only question mark if he gets another season out alone. But
To me, that's a no-brainer. Honestly, out of those 3, we need Jacopo the most.
I'd say Nico as well. I can't lie.
But we
I'd say,
need a center back. No, like, we need a center back. We
bro, we
have
need
attacking
two.
midfielders,
Bro,
right?
we
We
need
have
two.
I agree, but I'm saying in terms of, like, need. I'm not I want all 3, okay, bring all 3, fine. But if you have to rank between the 3 in terms of need at Real Madrid,
Oh yeah, 100.
we need a center back. Have you not been crying about this for 3 years? We need a okay, so if you could bring in a center back for 9 million, bring him in, and then go to the
Hmm.
market and go find another center back, of course. We're not saying don't go to the market, but go get Jacobo. That to me, it's a no-brainer. Like, you would have to be blind not to bring that kid back after this season, considering we need him. And if Joe Martinez is still 2 years away in terms of development, guess what you do with him? Send him out on loan. Let him go develop while Jacobo's more ready to come into the first team. But for me, I want the most ready player to get into the first team, and I think Jacobo's development at Como has really developed him well. Like his development curve, I think has accelerated a lot quicker because of that. And look at Asensio's growth too. I mean, if Asensio's playing like this, he should be in the first team. Am I saying he should start? No, but he should definitely be in that first team.
Oh, I love Asensio. I love it.
Asensio has seemed to, for now, surpass Dean in terms of development. Now, I still think Dean's
Bro,
better.
Dean, respectfully, do you know what? I can see him being more as a DM than a centre back.
No, he's not quick enough to be a DM. A DM for Real Madrid in transition
No,
with that, with his pace.
dude, like,
No,
have you seen
no.
Rodri? Have you seen how slow Rodri is?
Yeah, that's fine. I still don't trust.
Like,
I don't
respectfully,
trust
I
it.
see him more as a DM than I see as a defender. But it's not even just that. Bro, Dean, like, Ruto, big up Dali, brother. Hey, Dali, if you're free, bro, let me know and I'll send you the link. Um, Here's the thing, Savi. Like, I think Dean can become good, very good. But bro,
I agree.
he has a lot to learn. He needs to get developed, bro. I
Yeah,
mean it.
I don't love the way he defends.
Yeah, like
He defends
dude.
with his hands,
Yeah, like dude.
and
And the
if you
way he's in the
know
air.
if you know a player in Barcelona who defends with your hand with his hands too, then you know how
Araujo.
that goes. It doesn't get better, it gets
No,
worse.
no. So, but we'll have to wait and see. But here's the thing, Yakuba ain't gonna be enough. I wouldn't mind Schlotterberg if you can bring him and Yakuba. I wouldn't.
Yeah, bring in 2 center backs. We're getting rid of 2. Bring in 2. Just because you bring in Jacobo doesn't mean you don't go get another center
Oh
back.
no, the club has to bring in two minimum.
Yeah,
Minimum.
yeah, that's what I'm
Like
saying. So, like,
I'm
don't
not
think I'm
buying this.
saying go get Jacobo and that's it. No.
Well,
Get
yeah, because if Rudiger and
reinforcement
Alaba
for
leaves, then you have
sure.
to bring in two. Because if Rudiger and Alaba leaves, then you have to bring in two. You have to bring in two for me no matter what. Because you can't trust Rudiger now. And Alaba is, Bambi on
Right,
ice.
and Dean isn't where he needs to be either. So if
Nah.
Militao needs a partner who's more experienced than Dean, then go get that partner for Militao.
Yeah.
Because here's
And
another thing. I know Militao keeps getting hurt, but we also know when he's back, he's our best center back.
so what is it then? It's what? It's Militao and then if you can say Schlotterberg and then reserve is what? Jakubo and
Dean, Asensio, Jacobo, and let him
Dean.
duel it out.
Since yeah, fair enough. And the right back. What do we
Trent.
do with the right back?
Well, we have Trent there for now. I don't
Oh
think
yeah, but
Carvajal's coming back. I think he ends up going to Qatar with Lou.
I'm gonna miss him, bro. Honestly. But what is it? What do we do with what's it called? Uh, who do I want as a controlling midfielder?
It's too early. I keep saying this. It's a World Cup year. You never
Yeah,
know.
I'll wait for the summer.
We're
I'll
Real
wait.
we're Real Madrid. This is why I think talking about Real Madrid transfers at this point is so in a World Cup year when we know we need certain reinforcements and management, they're gonna use the World Cup
You know
to
the club is
find
gonna send
a
all.
player.
You know the club is gonna send all of their scouts out to the World Cup to watch all these flipping games to find the players that we need, and as soon as the tournament ends or these teams get knocked out, they snap them up like that. They're gonna be
Right,
quick.
right. And the person that said that there's a thing called scouting, yeah, there's a thing called Real Madrid too. Like we've seen Real Madrid pretty much almost every World Cup go out and buy a player from the World Cup that did well. I know we didn't do it in 22 to this extent, but we've seen it many and many and many times over.
Yeah.
We bought Hazard after what he did in 2018.
Oh yeah, and then the donkey decided to go to Burger King and you know
We remember
do
James in
what he did.
2014.
Oh, James. Yeah,
We
I mean, he
remember the
was the
World
best
Cup
player in the World Cup, pretty much.
2010. I mean, like we can go down the list, right?
But to be fair, who
So
did we sign after the 2022? Action, and that was in the winter, so that's different. Yeah, that's different.
hey, I
Uh,
like that Enzo comment, by the way. I am an Enzo in person. So Enzo in for me.
oh, Sensei's not gonna like that.
That's fine. I think Enzo would look a lot better playing at Real Madrid and in La Liga than he looks in the Prem. I think
Fair enough.
I think his game will translate a lot better to
Ozil
this team.
2010. Oh, there you
Yeah,
go.
also 2010.
Yeah, like Madrid has a history of looking at World Cups and then signing players who perform good from them.
Yeah,
But
we
we're
did
gonna have
get
to wait and
also.
see. We're gonna have someone. Only question is gonna be who. But mate, let's be real. Monaco's out of the way. If we beat Benfica, then we've guaranteed um, top A. If we can please win, please that
If we
game.
beat Benfica, we get third place. It's very simple.
Well, unless Bayern or
Well, what's the goal difference with Liverpool? I think they're the one team that could pass us because that's Bayern in second and Arsenal in first, by the way.
yeah, anyone that knocks Arsenal out, yeah, I'll give you a gold medal. Yeah, I'll give you a pass for the season. Even if you beat my team, I'll give you a pass. Just don't let them scumbags win the UCL, mate. Don't let them scumbags win the UCL. I'm telling you, they win the UCL, everyone, go in hiding. Yeah,
Hmm.
go and hide because you don't want to be out there. Yeah, I'll just share my screen. Here you go, mate. Here you go.
Yeah, that's 6-1 win. I'm telling you, that really helped us with the goal differential.
Oh, yeah, massive, bro. I even said on my preview, I was like, dude, you don't have to win. You have to win big now if you want to, go in there with some sort of a what is a comfortability of a lead. If you want to go through. Now, where is Benfica? Okay, Benfica is over here,
Yeah.
so they're in the mud.
Yeah.
I think yeah, they're out of it. They can't qualify.
Yeah, they're
They
out.
can't.
So Jose better do us one last favor.
Yeah. So look, the goal difference, we have 11, they have 6, so they have to score 5 goals, or like 4 to 5 goals, and we have to draw or lose as well. Look, if we just win, then
We just win. We're guaranteed third place.
yeah. Who's Bayern Munich's last game? Let's look at this. Who
Yeah,
is
check the
Bayern
last
Munich's?
round.
What?
Well, let's see what the good games in the last round are. We got PSG,
This is
Newcastle. Let's
this
check
is the
all the good
last round.
games. So PSG,
Yeah,
Newcastle, that'd be
Madrid.
a good one.
All right, Liverpool's got car. Okay, Liverpool will slap these lot. Oh, that's at Anfield. Yeah, Liverpool will slap them. Then we've got what is it?
Chelsea, hold on, Chelsea, Napoli, that's a good one.
Bayern have got PSV away. Okay, Okay. I think Bayern will win that game.
Yeah, and Arsenal are playing. I mean, they're gonna win that
Cairo.
game.
Okay, yeah.
Arsenal.
Look, I think these two have secured first and second place unless these guys decide to collapse. But yeah, we've pretty much seen now how this is gonna go. So it
Yeah,
is what.
Chelsea, Napoli might be the best
All right,
bet.
doctor, bro. People like you are cool, doctor. Yeah, you know that, bro. But the rest of your fans, doctor, nah. And Doctor, you know exactly what I'm talking about as well. Big up to you, though, mate. Hope you well, brother. Hope you well, man. Um, yeah, but Savi, let's be real. I think, bro, just a win and we have third place. Um, actually,
Yep,
third place is that's good.
that's
That's
not
all right.
bad.
I
I'll
think,
take third place. I'll take third.
I think we'll end. I think we will be in Arsenal's bracket then.
I mean, look at this. Look at the season we're having, and we're third in the Champions League. I'm not
Yeah.
saying we're
By
gonna
the
win
way,
it. I'm just saying that
no,
last
no, no.
year
No one is saying that.
we
But
we,
I
we
am
were
saying
fighting.
if
We were
the,
fighting for the playoffs.
what does this say about Europe? By the way, a shit Real Madrid is 1 point behind Barca in the league and is third in the UCL. What is this? Yeah.
Goes to show the new format is. I don't know. I'm not the biggest
Yeah,
fan of
no,
it.
no, no, no. But let's just be real with it, mate. Um, but that's how it looks. And
A
anyone who
lot of meaty
wonders what,
teams. A lot of meaty games in the new format. To be honest.
yep, yep. Which is why you could ask why you even did this way his ways. Um, I know this is the top eight. Um, for now. So actually, there's a chance that all
Arsenal's
three.
only given up. Is that 2 goals Arsenal's given up?
Yep, it
Jeez,
is.
that's crazy.
That's insane. But I do think if you look at this, Barca and then you've got Madrid and Atleti. There's a chance that all three can end up in the top eight. All three.
Yeah, but the Barca's problem is the goal difference.
What's their
They
goal difference on?
they give up too many goals, man. Their
But to
goal
be fair,
difference is
who's
over
it? But
5.
to be fair, I don't think they'll math because I think the last game is Copenhagen at home.
Is that gonna be an
'Cause
easy game?
yeah, and where's Copenhagen? Copenhagen are
They're not
26.
gonna have
Yeah,
they're not
yeah,
gonna
they'll
have
start.
Pedri.
Well, what's
Yeah,
happened to him? Is he suspended?
no,
Or
Pedri
is he
got a
injured?
hamstring injury.
Oh dear. So he's gonna miss quite a few games now.
We'll see. Let's wait until they confirm, and then we'll talk about
Mm.
it. But all we do know
All
is
right,
he's gonna
listen.
be out.
Yeah, no, listen. Whatever happens to him happens in it, but we'll have to say. We'll have to see in him. Wish him a speedy recovery. But look, um, yeah, that's true. Actually, all of our games will be at home except for the semi-final.
Bring it on. Bring it. I'm telling
All right,
you.
listen, Madrid. Yeah, you want to prove me wrong? Yeah, prove me wrong. I'll see you in the mud big time. Yeah, them Bodo Glimps, man. They told them exactly what they is. But look, um, Savi, let's get into this one. We've got these lot next. Um, if we win, we actually go top, depending on what they do. Um, Villarreal away. It's not going to be easy, but I do. If they want to come out and start attacking and give us space, then I have confidence. If they're gonna do the low block, dirty dark art shit, then yeah, it's gonna be a lot more difficult. But
Yeah,
talk to
let's
me,
talk
man.
about it. So
Talk to me. Your thoughts.
we should win this game. They have not been informed. Look at their results recently. They got knocked out of the round of 32 in the Copa, so they got embarrassed too. Keep that in mind.
Oh, same as
So,
us, yeah.
yeah, they got knocked out in the Copa.
Who did they
They
get knocked out to?
didn't get knocked out too.
Oh, actually, I have it here. I have it here.
Yeah, Racing.
Oh, race. All right, first. Um,
And they lost to Barca. They beat Elche. They beat Alaves.
but their form
Okay.
is not that bad, though. Yeah,
They they
yeah, I
lost to
hear.
Betis, and then they lost to Ajax. Right. So again, they're not exactly in the best form. They've gotten red cards recently in multiple games. Um, I believe a player of theirs might be suspended. My
Well, you
concern is
can.
that my concern is that we're not going to have Tchouaméni in the midfield. He's our
Mm-mm.
best 6, and our midfield looks balanced when
I
he's
think
in
he'll
it
play Kamavinga
central.
there.
Hopefully, Kamavinga had a good performance. So hopefully, coming off that good performance, Kamavinga slots into the midfield. But this Villarreal team is there for the taking. We beat them under Xavi. We should be able to beat them again. Um, I'm telling you, man, this Villarreal team's for the taking. And we may fumble it because we're Real Madrid, like we always do. But at least going into this game, everything is, if you look at what we just watched, I saw some highlights of their Ajax game, but I not enough to come out here and lie to your crowd. But what I will say is we should beat these guys. Like, there's no reason why we should not beat them.
Mm-hmm.
They're not as scary as they were earlier in the season when they were rolling.
Oh yeah, early in the season, that bro, they were
We beat
bro.
them then. I granted it was at the Bernabeu, right? This is away. La Ceramica, it's a lot
If that
different
game was
environment,
away,
but
if that game was away, I think that could have ended in a different scenario. I'm just saying.
yeah. And the fact that it's an away game, keep we do have to remember away games in La Liga aren't our friends no matter what. So the team
Oh
better
no,
bring it.
no. Which is why I am, I am a bit cautious because we're not at home this time. But look, we have to wait and see what happens. I do think that we might win. Okay, how about this? I think we will win, but I think it's gonna be close. I think it's gonna be close.
Look,
So we're gonna
Sam,
have to wait.
if you're Arbeloa, I mean, the conversation with the players is simple. You push through Villarreal, Benfica, and we get to February. In February, there's literally 4 games. So
Yeah.
the schedule eases up. These guys give us the effort that we need over the next week and a half. We get into February, we start to rotate a little bit. The fixtures ease up. I know we have Valencia. It's never easy. We have Valencia, Sociedad, Osasuna, and Rayo. Well, Rayo, Valencia, Sociedad, and Osasuna. Osasuna away at Pamplona is never easy. Um,
Mhm. Mhm.
that's gonna be a difficult game. Away at Valencia is never easy either. I know in February, but these
Correct.
guys are gonna have 7 days of rest going into both of those games. So a fully
Correct.
rested team, there's no excuses
Yep. Correct. Correct. And what do you think about the scoreline?
on Saturday.
Yeah.
I see a 4-1.
Did you just say 4-1?
Yeah, I see a 4-1.
Wow. 4-1. What do you base that off of, if I may ask?
From what I watched,
Well, off the Monaco game, yeah?
yeah, Valencia's for the taking, man. I keep saying this.
Villarreal, you mean?
My bad. Villarreal. Um, Trust me, they're there for the taking. They like to pass the ball around, play possession football.
Mhm.
We rope a dope these guys into pushing that line up, and it's gonna be a long day for them against Mbappe and Vinny in transition playing like they did yesterday. I'm not saying Vinny and Mbappe have to play like this for 30 games the rest of the season. Give us another week of doing this, another 2 games, and we can rotate one of you two, right? And bring in someone else to go do it. I think also the inclusion of Franco Matantuano. Don't
Mhm.
understate that. The team has always looked the best this season when he's out there putting in the effort. And again, sensations for me, Sam.
Do you know why? Because Franco runs like a dog. That's why. He runs like an absolute dog and helps the
Look,
defense.
the team just feels a lot more united. So of course I'm going to feel more confident when I'm watching a team that I know has tremendous quality play like a collective. And I know it's not perfect or pretty yet. There's a lot that we have to improve upon before we want to talk about beating an Arsenal or PSG or Bayern. Like, I'm not saying if we played them on January 28th that we're beating them, but this is a massive step in the right direction from what we just watched over the last 4 months, Sam.
Do you know
And
what? here's the thing. Like, I don't know what to predict because our players, like Abdul said, bro, they're not. You can't really trust them because one week they decide to turn up, the next week they want to get back into their shells again. So for me, it's a thing where now it's like, look, beat Villarreal, beat Benfica, all right, go on a little run, and I will start to say, you know what? Okay, maybe Arbeloa has tweaked some things that makes this team now a bit more stabilized than before. That's what I will say. Um, but until then, I'm gonna keep my what is it? I'm gonna keep my head cold, very, very, very cold.
All right. Well,
Because because I've done this in the past where I think that we
you don't want to
were
get hoodwinked. I get it. I get it,
yeah,
Sam.
because I've already done this season, and then I looked like an absolute pillock for
Hey,
even saying that we're back.
hey, that's fine. I'll take the chance. Y'all can kill me later about it.
Oh, about Valencia. Oh, but you know
We
what?
have
Valencia
Valencia
away.
and Osasuna away in
By the way,
February.
Valencia away. One favor: don't play Vinny in that game. Don't play Vinny in that game because I know exactly what those Valencia fans are going. Don't play Vinny in that game. Don't even do it. In that game, play Mbappe on the left. Play Gonzalo Garcia in the middle. Don't play Vinny in that game. Don't even put him on the bench. Tell him now. You
Of
be
course, you
out
don't
there.
want Vinny there. Vinny would be the first name on my team sheet going to Valencia.
You know those monkey chants are coming towards him. You know that.
Oh, I know.
Ton
But
of,
and we're there to do what we do to them and beat them. Okay.
you know what? I hope we beat Valencia last minute. I swear, Vinny scores a last minute winner against them. Yeah, in front of the ultras as well. Oh Jesus Christ! I think the stadium might get burned down. I can't lie. After it's done.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh yeah, I'm being real. But um, if Vinny's there, he will never mention, bro. Do you know why? Because he knows, bro.
Yeah.
I know what Arbeloa is doing now. He's doing this whole Ancelotti tactic. You
Hey,
know.
if that bodes well, that means last year was an
All
odd
right,
year.
all right. Listen, if it bodes well, then listen,
This
fair.
year's
Then
a
listen,
double.
fair play. All right, fair play. Then, do you know what I mean? But yeah, man, we like we'll see what happens, but we'll see what. Big up Isco. What was that? Pedro's still crying in pro.
I heard he's
Bruv.
still passing the ball out of bounds.
How was he in that game? I heard he was awful.
Yeah, he was. I don't. Yeah, that was a bad performance by him. Being completely objective.
Yeah,
He.
then and I haven't
I
heard
don't
that
remember the
anymore.
last time I saw him get bullied like that. That was.
Yeah, like I can't lie. Hearing Pedri not performing well, that is not normal. That is not normal here. Um, but look, man, we're gonna have to wait and see. But listen, Savi, I've appreciated. It's been fun. And
Absolutely.
what is it? Back to winning ways, yeah? Is that what we're saying?
New era. Shabby out. Arbeloa in. Here we are.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
By the
New
way,
era.
Sam, that's a jab at the Tacticos out there that all want this club to um, change its fabric to adopt for the modern game. I want those folks to understand that shit don't fly at Real Madrid. Never has.
What do you mean by that? Can you explain by that a bit to
Well,
me?
I just feel like a lot of the negativity that's being pushed about Xavi's firing comes from a certain part of the fan base that wants to change this club to be modernized and modern tactics and all that stuff that we hear, all the cliche stuff.
You mean the ultras?
No, I don't know. Do the ultras want us to be ultra hip and play modern football? I don't know if that's exactly their first concern. I'm talking about the folks that
Oh, the socios.
no, I'm not even talking about the socios. I'm just talking about folks who wanted Real Madrid to have more of a tactical coach because they want to be tacticos themselves and never achieved it. So Sorry, folks, that
Oh, you mean that? Oh, you mean those fake tacticals online? Oh, you talk about them. Alright.
yes. So,
Look, I'm not the guy that acts as if I'm a
well, it's
master
funny because Arbeloa was the
tactician,
first one
man.
who threw shots at them, and I laughed at that in his quotes. Um, and he threw jabs at Xavi for sure, hinting at pretty much the
Didn't
same
he
thing.
throw
Like
jabs at Carlo? I swear he was throwing jabs at Carlo. I swear he was throwing
he
jabs
was
at him.
throwing him at Xavi. He's in fact probably doubled down on anything Carlo was doing and just doubled down on all of it and said, "You can do it even more now. I love you guys. Do it again." Here's Florentino's statement for the day that I have to read off in front of everyone. No, I'm just kidding. Arbeloa has an unorthodox way of doing it. It's not the way I would do it, but at the same time, a lot of people are very stuck in their ways and think that they know the best way of doing of knowing football, how to explain football, how to coach football. Sometimes you have to take a step back if you're a Real Madrid fan, especially, and understand that all that logic, all that knowledge that you have been trying to apply does not always work at Real Madrid. This is an institution that works in mysterious ways, keeps us on
Oh, we
edge.
know that.
It's a roller coaster ride, and a lot of times our success doesn't make sense. There's no rule book. You can't study this. There's no PhD
I mean,
class on how to win at Real
look.
Madrid.
The UCL in 22, that didn't make sense one bit. Let's just be real. That one never made sense. It never will make
It
sense.
doesn't have to, Sam. It doesn't have
Oh
to.
no, look. I don't care if it makes
That's
sense or not. I don't
that's
give a shit. Just win me my
that's
trophies.
that's
But
that's a movie. That's what I'm saying. Real Madrid cannot be found in a textbook somewhere. Real Madrid is something you have to watch, something you tell your kids about, something you tell the next generation. I was there to witness that. When they go, how could we recreate that? And you go, you can. And that's the best part for me about being a Real Madrid fan. You can't recreate this.
how about this? If I ask you this, do you think the booze helped last week against
Clearly.
Levante?
Look how the team
Clearly.
reacted. You can't say it didn't. It definitely had an
Okay,
impact.
so let me make it
Okay,
clear.
listen, hold on. Let me correct my statement before I get killed. I don't
Uh-huh.
know if it helped, but what I do know is that it got a reaction out of the team.
Cool. So anyone who said that wasn't right, think again.
Well, I'm
Maybe
also
booing
glad that
is.
the Bernabeu is mature enough to turn the page and then back the team that at the very next game. Like we all should.
Well, yeah, but they performed. I promise you, if they didn't perform, the booing would have continued.
Okay, the team gave you a reaction after you booed
Yeah,
them. They gave you a good one. You cheer them, and we move on.
yeah, but just keep this going now. Don't just start doing what you were doing before, because then everything you've done good now is just gonna get thrown in the bin again, and we don't want to see that.
Well, we'll see
Um.
this weekend. Of course, this entire
Oh yeah.
conversation, Sam, you and I both know the conversation changes so much around here. We can go from the highest highs to the lowest lows within a week. So we'll see where it is after the Villarreal game.
I mean, last podcast, you and I were talking, and damn it, we were talking about how every player is under examination.
They still are,
Oh yeah.
but I like the last test that they had, which was yesterday. That was a test. Is it the biggest test? No. Is it an exam? No. But Monaco beat PSG this year too. Don't downplay that, folks. They're
Yeah.
not just a bunch of scrubs. Okay.
Nah. Listen, I hear it. I hear it.
Cool. All right, Sam.
Players with
Out of here.
yeah, guys, be safe. Take care. I'll be back again tomorrow. I'll see what I do. Savii, every time, bless up. Make sure you sub to his podcast. And we'll be back next week. It will not be on Wednesday because we play Wednesday.
Yeah, we'll
It's
figure
gonna
it
have
out.
to. Yeah, maybe Thursday or Friday or something. We'll find a day. But look, amigos. Until then, be safe. Take care, and we're back. We are back tomorrow. We'll be back again. Adios. Ciao. Alla Madrid.